You're listening to the podcast where we talk about life, sports, family, and everything in between. Welcome to Just Talking Out Loud with your hosts, Ron and Terry.
Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Ron.
And I'm Terry.
And we're excited because we finally got it. We've been celebrating Mother's Day. We started out with you. Had a nice discussion about being a mom. Then we talked to your mom. And we got a chance to talk to Lauren and RJ, which was nice because you got like different perspective. You got Lauren's perspective on being a new mom and then RJ about you. So that was kind of nice. And then we're going to finish it up with today's broadcast, finally getting a chance to talk to my mom. I think she's been avoiding me, kind of, sort of. Or maybe I've been doing it too. I don't know. But so we're going to bring that conversation up. We taped it earlier, and we're going to take a break, and then you will hear my mom as we come to the other side of that. So stick around and don't go anywhere as we continue just talking out loud. So you want to start a podcast. Maybe you're listening to the show today, and you're thinking to yourself, boy, that would be fun, and I have a lot of things I want to talk about. Maybe today is the day. Maybe you're looking for a new marketing channel, or you have a message that you'd like to share with the world. Or you just think it would be fun to have a talk show. And it is a lot of fun. Just talking to your friends. Maybe you have ideas about sports, life, or whatever your passion is. Today's the day. Podcasting is easy, it's inexpensive, and it's a fun way to expand your reach online. And where should you go? Buzzsprout. It's hands down the easiest, and it's the best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. And your show, believe it or not, can be online and listed in all the major podcast directories in minutes, like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and you wouldn't believe how many more there are. And they make it simple to join all of them. Podcasting is not hard when you have the right partners, and Buzzsprout is the team to join. They are passionate about your success. You can join over 1,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout. We're one of them. We've been on Buzzsprout from the beginning, and I'm so glad I joined up. I had a little bit of an issue, emailed a customer service rep, and they got back to me within 5 minutes, and they had me calm down. It wasn't that hard, and what I was doing was my fault. So here's all you got to do. Click on the link in the show notes. It tells Buzzsprout we sent you. You can support our show, and if you get a paid plan, you get a $20 gift certificate from Amazon. Now, here's some other things that Buzzsprout provides. Like, you get a great looking podcast website. Now, a lot of people think, oh, I got to get a website, got to pay for that. No, you don't. They provide it for you. Also, they have audio players. Maybe you have a website, and all you want to do is promote your show on your own website. You can do that with their audio players, and you can also drop it into other websites and on Facebook or Twitter, and they help you do it all. Believe me, Buzzsprout is the way to go. They've helped me immensely, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. So maybe today is a day for you to start your podcast. And if you do, check out the link below in the show notes and get a $20 Amazon gift card. Hello and welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning in. I finally get a chance to talk to my mom because it's Mother's Day, and every day is Mother's Day, right, Mom?
Absolutely.
Every day.
I agree there.
Every day should be Mother's Day.
Don't need no gifts or anything as long as you got your family and all my family. I love them dearly.
Remind me, or you know what, I should tell you that. I'm going to tell you this now, seeing we're talking. Lauren had posted my interaction with Fenn, my grandson, on the swing. And so have Lisa show it to you if you can.
Yes,
you can
she's going to tomorrow.
Oh, he is my buddy. She put on their best friends for life, no doubt about that.
Oh, that's for sure.
But you had said something just now about gifts, and I wondered, was there anything that we gave you as kids that you thought that you still have? Is there a gift that maybe kind of touched you in one way or another, or all of them are special?
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I don't remember any gifts. Your dad always went out and bought a beautiful card and put your names on it, but when you got older, naturally you and Terry always bought me beautiful flowers. Always.
Would you say though that if you were going to get something, flowers? 'Cause I think we talked about at work about this because I got Diane and Mona's birthday is this month, and I got them flowers, and they seem to think that for them that was a great gift. They love flowers, and
especially ones like that you can plant or have hang in a basket. They'll at least keep for the season.
Yeah. Do you like? I mean, I know you like flowers, Mom.
Well, a long time ago, I don't really care to get flowers. But now, through the years, just the last, 5 years maybe, you always give me flowers, and I love flowers now. I like them for Mother's Day,
Yeah, I think
they're beautiful.
I think especially if they keep coming back.
Yeah, I like them because I can plant them in the yard, especially the kind you could plant in the yard.
Yeah.
The other ones die.
We were getting.
You always got me the most beautiful color. My favorite color is pink, purple.
Yep, because
and you always got them, and they were beautiful.
The hanging baskets. I know we got you some of those too. I like those.
Yeah, well, we put them in a big planter, outside there. It looks so pretty.
Now you were born and raised here in Washington, PA, right?
Yeah. 1941.
1941, and you
in those days, growing up there, then I don't know if it was ever Mother's Day or Father's Day. That's funny, but I don't remember ever celebrating Mother's Day.
You don't remember celebrating Mother's Day or Father's Day?
No.
It was.
We must not have Mother's Day way back in 1941, huh?
It was introduced in 1914, I believe. Mother's Day.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was celebrated by the
I don't
English.
remember my mother ever, saying anything about, today's Mother's Day.
It's
never.
It's different. Do you think it's different for parents today? Do you think it's harder today to raise a child than it was when you were raising us?
No.
It's about this. I agree.
I don't think so.
I think it's the same. There's difficulties no matter when you have to raise a child. There's a lot of things that go into play.
Some of the problems are different, but they're the same.
They're still,
You know what I mean? It's like you still have the school issues and the, feeding issues or whatever,
Mom, did you travel? Did your family travel at all?
Never. We never went anywhere except to Grandma's house. Not every Sunday, but maybe a couple times a month to Grandma's house in Wampum, PA.
Wampum. I remember going to Wampum. I remember going there.
Yeah, you went a couple times.
Times, yeah. I remember getting in Pop-Up's Wildcat.
Oh, yeah.
What a beautiful car that thing
Every
was.
time we went to my grandma's house, my grandfather would be waiting for us, and he'd be the first one at the table. We had spaghetti and meatballs, but he made sure when we got to the house, he had donuts for us. Everybody has to have a donut.
Oh.
But everybody had to eat. He had to stand up and make sure everybody had their spaghetti and meatballs, and they were eating.
Wow.
He always wanted to make sure everybody was eating.
Well, that makes that kind of got passed on to you.
I guess so.
Yeah, because
he didn't want to sit down till he knew that everybody has their plate and they're eating.
That's Mom.
I thought that was so
It sure
nice.
is your mom.
That's my mom. Yeah, for sure. Mom makes the best toast. Ask my kids. There's not a better toaster around than Mom's toaster. That's for sure.
I don't know what they seen in that toast.
They love your toast.
I don't spread a lot of butter on it. I think that's the key right there. Just put enough, don't have to, like my daughter right now, she spreads so much butter on the toast. I'm thinking, wow, she's like her dad, huh?
I was just gonna say that. Dad was the same way. Remember when you used to go to Tower Restaurant? You guys, I loved going there because we would sit at that same table every Saturday or Sunday night at Tower Restaurant. And I remember Dad getting the Italian bread because they do have great Italian bread.
Oh, they do.
And I know you would watch him as he's spreading that butter on that bread. And every corner had to be covered.
Yeah.
It was almost like a half inch of butter on it.
Yeah. A whole stick of butter. My goodness. You can't put a lot of butter on your bread.
That's how you do it with peanut butter.
I am bad with peanut butter though, Mom. I will do it butter, but I do spread it with peanut butter. Either way you say it doesn't sound right. Spread it, whatever.
Yeah, well,
but
they say peanut butter's good for you.
When was so you didn't travel a lot? Because I know Papa had a lot of, now when I say none and Papa, folks, that's my grandparents. That's what I called both sets of my grandparents. But Papa had a lot of businesses, right? He was an entrepreneur early on, wasn't he? I mean, he had the bar? No.
Yeah, he had a bar. And after that, didn't he have the bus station restaurant?
Yes, because he had made milkshakes. I remember the milkshakes.
Maiden Street? Was that Maiden Street?
Yes. And there was one on, what was that corner? Right on the corner.
And then there was one up on, he had a drugstore.
Yes.
What's the name of that?
It was on the corner of, what is that, College and, I can't remember. Anyway, but I remember the milkshakes because he made some tremendous milkshakes. Right. And then when
we got a call, it was burnt down, wasn't it?
Yeah, it burnt down. Yeah.
Yeah, but I got a call in the midnight and then wee hours of the morning. It was on fire.
Yeah.
So you remember that?
Yeah.
That was tough. I mean, I don't. What did he do? He stopped, right? He went to work after that. I mean, he did. I mean, he was always working. Job. Yeah.
Yeah. Then he got a job at the, what do you call that place?
Where did
Millcraft.
Yeah. Yeah, Millcraft,
he enjoyed that. He enjoyed that. Cutting steel or something.
He worked a saw. There was a saw that cut steel. Yeah, him and then Jack Salomon took over after he retired. None of them didn't work, right?
She worked at the restaurant, at the bus station restaurant. My dad hired her, but she said she didn't make enough money. He didn't pay her enough money to work. Well, but she did. She worked, serving people.
It's funny you said that because when we were talking to Terry's mom, Beth was talking about her dad not paying as Ray. Enough, yeah. Ray would work. He wouldn't pay him but peanuts.
You would think you'd pay your son-in-law who's supplying for your grandchildren a little bit more, or at least a good wage. He paid him lower than everyone else. Like they could live on nothing,
It's funny you said that, but okay. So let's fast forward a little bit. You met Dad. How did you meet Dad?
I worked at the Washington Hospital as a tray girl, and he worked as a dishwasher.
Oh, okay.
And then he brought. They had these great big. I don't know what you call them to deliver food to all the patients. Okay, so I met him at the Washington Hospital, and I was a tray girl, and he was washing dishes, and I met him there. And he had just broken up with his girlfriend, was taking it very hard. He met me, and that's how we started dating. He always looked nice because he was Catholic. He went to the Catholic school and had to dress with dress pants and dress shirt and a tie, and he looked handsome. He come through the line, and it was really nice.
So were you serving? When you met him, you were serving. You said tray girl. You were serving food to
up to the patients.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then I got promoted to the cafeteria, and I didn't have to deliver trays anymore. I served the doctors and nurses going through the line.
Oh, neat.
Oh, that's neat.
And then they put me on register.
Oh, man.
I don't think I could do register, but hey, I did good.
See?
I saw all the nurses and doctors go through the line. Yeah.
Is that when you had to count money? Because it didn't give you, right, the registers back then. Did they tell you the change? You had to count the change?
No, you just had to know how much to get back.
That's right. I don't think kids could do that today.
I was pretty good.
See?
Yeah, I couldn't believe we had one register at Foodland that was that way.
Yeah.
You just have to count backwards. Okay, right. It was 90 cents. Yeah. Here's a dime. There's $1. And then,
Yeah.
So you guys started dating. Where was it? Like, was there a place that you guys like to go? Was there
we went to the dance. Every Saturday night, maybe there was dances, and then we'd go there and dance, then walk home. We didn't have a car then.
Yeah.
You walked all around Washington, huh?
Yeah. But my dad, at first date, I mean, he had to follow us to make sure we got there and got home. Oh, I thought that was awful.
Yeah, you don't want to be watched by your dad sneaking around behind the trees. Yeah.
He had to follow us all the way to the movies and back, or the dance and back.
Really? He followed you?
One of those fathers, he just wanted to make sure his daughter was going to be safe, you know?
Did he do that with Aunt Carol and Aunt Betty too? Your two sisters?
No.
No, he did, just you.
I don't remember that. No, I don't know. Maybe he didn't.
He might have.
He might have, but you just didn't know it, huh?
Yeah. He might have done that. Who knows?
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah. So you get married, and what I wanted to ask you was, did you guys ever talk? Because this is something I asked Lauren and RJ and Terry and I were talking about this. Do you ever remember talking? Because the question was, when should you bring up whether or not you want to have kids? Like if you're in a relationship, you know, you're dating and stuff, when you should bring up the idea of, I want to have kids, I don't want to have kids. Did you guys ever talk about stuff like that?
Well, we were on my front porch, and I remember him saying he wanted 5 children. I thought to myself, 5 children? Ain't no way.
Really? Dad wanted 5 kids? Really?
He wanted 5 children. Well, we had 3 beautiful children, and that was enough for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that surprised me. I didn't know that Dad wanted 5 kids.
I'm just thinking that's what he said.
I'll be
But
darned.
we had 3 beautiful children, and they're still beautiful now. I couldn't ask for. I was blessed.
Oh, I know the feeling about being blessed. I feel the same way with Terry.
Yeah.
We are blessed too with our 3.
Never had a problem with any of them, except my daughter. I think when she was little, she took her suitcase and walked out the door and up the street. I couldn't. I said, "What is she doing?"
She had
really
enough.
wanted to leave. I don't know why.
How old was she? Do you remember?
I think she was about 3 years old.
3, and she's packing her
suitcase. She didn't have anything in her suitcase.
Oh, well, she wasn't going to get far.
No. But I thought, I wonder why she's leaving. But, you know, every time I took her shopping, it was like she had to have, if I was buying a birthday present for somebody, she had to have something too.
Oh.
And so if you said no, then she wanted,
So, well, that's kind of like you, though. When my kids were having birthdays, Mom would pass out $5 to the kids that
came for the birthday party.
So, you know, and we had the same kids here that they were their best friends, Anthony and Jared and Billy and them. And Mom felt bad and give them cash. They love coming to our birthday parties. Everybody's a winner here.
Right. They were the best parties and everybody had fun.
I wanted to ask you too, did you have an idea so I'm going to be born here in 1965. And so did you have how did you figure out names for us? Did you have a book? Was there
No.
No? Okay.
I don't even remember talking about, when I was pregnant and talking about what are we going to name a girl or boy. No, all of a sudden you were born and Ronald Joseph.
So it wasn't really like you looked at a book.
No, we never talked about it. Never planned names or anything.
Well, my middle name is after my dad, so that's that makes sense.
That turned out nice, and
I didn't know where you got the Ronald from.
And I think Jeffrey doesn't like his middle name.
Jeffrey Allen.
I like Jeffrey.
Me too. I like Alan.
He don't like that middle name.
He doesn't.
We couldn't think of anything to go with Jeffrey.
I like
Yeah, I like it too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about Lisa? Was that something you'd always thought about for a girl?
Well, you know what? One of our other family members wanted to name their daughter Lisa Marie. And I took it first because I liked it too. Yeah. I think it was, Mary Beth, my niece?
Yeah.
I think she wanted to name her daughter Lisa Marie.
Oh, Aunt Betty did. Oh, you mean Mary Beth wanted to name?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
That's Lisa Marie's a nice.
Yeah.
That's nice too.
That's a pretty name.
I thought there was more put into it, Mom, than what you did.
Oh, no.
No. Because I always wondered where
Nothing.
Ronald came from.
I don't know either.
You know.
Don't know.
But that's how we got RJ. So
Yeah.
that's how we named RJ.
I like that, RJ. It's different. It was. I like it.
Yeah, me too. I love that. Being a grandparent, you know, now you.
I'm a great grandma.
Well, you're a great grandma too.
Yeah.
But now I know what it feels like to be a grandparent.
Yeah.
Boy, there's really. I mean, it doesn't take away from the birth of your children for sure. I mean, having my 3 boys, they just mean the world to me. But there's something about a grandchild. I don't know. I can't explain it. And you've got
4.
4. And
Boy, you just can't do enough. You love them so much, you can't do enough for you. Love them so much. You want to do so much. It's like when you take one picture, it seems like, I mean, my kids were growing up, I could hardly take any pictures. We didn't have any money to buy film, you know?
Yeah.
And you're a grandparent, you take so many pictures.
Yeah. Well, if it wasn't for you,
hundreds of pictures.
I don't even think we'd have any pictures if it wasn't for Mom.
I know she's always got.
I mean, I started filming. My brother and my mom would take pictures, and Jeff would have the videos, and we were watching because Jeff would put them on tape, and we're watching them, and all I kept thinking was, I didn't even watch my kids. My kids were at my mom's all the time. It just seemed like they were over there. I know. I mean, it's just how it was all. As you're watching, you're like, man, did we raise our kids? I'm not sure we had anything to do with it.
Oh,
we went
you sure
and visited
did. You
all
raised
the
them.
grandparents every week.
Yeah, we did. We did.
We visited everyone every week.
They were
Jeffrey
lucky.
took all those videos.
Oh,
yeah,
they were
Jeffrey
fantastic.
Took all the videos.
He took some fantastic videos.
Yeah.
It's memories we'll always have. That's for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
RJ
I
was
wonder if they're doing that for Fenn.
not enough. I should be doing more for sure. But it's hard to, for me, I can't, I'm trying to entertain. And I like there's pictures. I try to take pictures and entertain at the same time. And I can't do it. I don't know how people have their phone ready or their cameras ready at all times. I'm just not good at it.
I'm not a selfie person, and I don't really. And then my camera on my other phone was broke.
Yeah.
Like everything was blurry. So
I need to take more pictures, and I don't, or video, especially videos. Maybe as he gets really walking and talking, maybe I'll get the camera. It'll be easier. I don't know. But Jeff was just a natural. He had us coming in from the hospital. He had us, the yellow. Remember the yellow
the
snowsuit. Opening that up.
Yeah.
He's got a picture of our wild couch that we had got from you. It was like a tiger.
Oh, dear.
Or what was that? Not tiger. What?
It was like a leopard print.
Or a leopard print. Yeah,
it was gold and brown.
It was quite the couch. We had that. Yeah.
Oh, my
I loved
goodness,
the shape of that couch, though.
Yeah,
I like the shape, but I don't know how.
If it wouldn't have cost so much to reupholster it, I'd probably still be sitting on it.
That was a big. That was a big couch. That was a nice couch.
It was a big sectional couch, and it was rounded off.
It was comfortable, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
I bet we can count how many states you've been in, Mom. Different states. I bet we can count them on one hand, right?
Absolutely.
So now, I thought, why was I thinking that you took us to like SeaWorld?
Yeah, we did. Oh, that's right. We did take you to SeaWorld.
I thought so. I remember going to SeaWorld. It explains a lot. I think this whole conversation explains a lot to me about that. I really don't mind staying. I like staying home. It doesn't bother me. I don't know.
You didn't miss vacation last year?
No. Now that I've done that, and everybody's together, I do like that. Looking for. In fact, I gotta put the vacation in for that. But I don't. It's not. Yeah, I did miss it because if I hadn't done it though, I probably wouldn't miss it. I just and I'm talking to Mom now and saying that they really didn't travel a lot, and then we didn't travel a lot. Mom and Dad and us, we went to SeaWorld and did things here and there, but I think that was the only trip we ever made. I
think so.
Ohio.
But that trip we made for Nathan's wedding at North Carolina.
Yeah.
Well, that was very nice.
It turned out absolutely beautiful. And
was it ever?
I remember calling Mom. I remember when the kids said we want to have a beach wedding. And I remember calling Mom. I said, Mom, the kids want to get married. Nathan and Alexis want to get married in Nag's Head. And there was kind of a silence. There was a little bit of a silence there.
It's like, because I never traveled that much, and I'm thinking, I don't want to travel that far.
Yes.
But I loved it.
And then
it was nice.
I remember I think, in fact, I know it wasn't even an hour. And you called back and said, I'm going. I got to go. How are we getting there?
It was nice. Beautiful wedding.
Oh.
So that's a couple states I went to, huh?
Well, let's see. That's only 2, Ohio and North Carolina. Well, you drove through some.
Yeah. She
so you have Maryland,
West
Virginia, West Virginia.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah, you drove through those. We might have got out for a pee break.
Yeah.
So you could say you were there, a certain. We should have actually probably marked each one where we stopped so she could have that in her little scrapbook.
Well, your dad wanted to go to Hawaii before he
did.
He did. Him and I discussed going to Hawaii.
He did.
We said if no one else wanted to go, him and I were going to go.
Yeah.
It was definitely on his bucket list. That's for sure. That was something him and Terry had in common for sure.
For me, no, I don't want to travel. I don't like to travel.
Yeah. Do you? Is there anything that we did as kids that drove you nuts? I know you're gonna say no because I know how you are. But was there anything that we did that? As I got older, I kind of ventured out a little bit more. I was telling Terry that story.
You had fun playing football outside.
I did.
With all your friends playing football out there, and you just had a lot of fun.
Till I stepped in something. Mom. That's not all.
I had to burn your shoes. Stepping in, you know what? I had to burn your shoes. Ain't no way I'm cleaning them.
No.
No way.
Yeah, I didn't have any. Yeah. Don't get it on your pants because you're not going to have any.
That's right. Yeah.
Pants and shoes gone. But
right.
Terry and I were talking about us when I started working at Foodland and
I remember that.
Not having a phone. And her and I went to Dairy Queen or something. No, we sat in the Foodland parking lot talking. That's what it was. And Dad came
late at night.
Yeah, Dad came looking because we didn't. There was no phone.
Right.
We didn't go anywhere. We just sat there in the parking lot, which was 5 minutes from your house, Mom?
Right.
Not even that.
And hey, anytime I needed something from the store, you couldn't wait to go to the store so you could see her, right?
Yeah. I
remember that?
Yeah, and every time you'd say, I need something, I'd be heading to the store. So I'll go.
Yeah, right.
Because Terry was working.
Your girlfriend was working at the cashier.
Myrnie was working.
Myrnie.
Yeah. What a sweet lady.
Myrnie's the one who told on you.
Yeah, she was a sweet, sweet lady, Myrn.
She told me.
Oh, was she ever?
He likes you and me the best because he packs in the inside for us.
Oh, God.
How long did you work at Foodland?
3 years. Yeah, 3 years.
Terry worked there how long?
About 3-4 years.
You were there a little bit longer than I was.
I was there, but then I start at the bank before you started at Millcraft?
Yeah, I started at Millcraft right after high school in '85.
So
went right to Millcraft, the building, not. And I think you were at the bank soon after that. So
soon, I started like right after my college year at the bank. So,
Mom, was there ever a job that you like later on in life you wish now? Like, because I know you worked in the pharmacy a little bit at the hospital too, didn't you?
I loved that pharmacy. Yeah, at the hospital. I got the job after working at it was a hospital too, pharmacy. But I enjoyed that job. I first got a job at one of the places up. What was the name of that place? It was doing. I forget what I was doing. Typing or bookkeeping. I couldn't do any of that. So I got hired though, and then when lunch came, I thought I'm not going back because I didn't like the job. So I quit that afternoon, first day.
So
quit that afternoon.
you went to lunch and never came back.
Right. Because I knew I couldn't do bookkeeping. I wasn't good in school, so why would I, take on? They tried to show me and everything, and I knew I couldn't do it.
You just,
So I
mean,
quit.
It didn't interest you though, right? I mean, let's be honest, it just didn't interest you.
No, it wasn't.
So
pharmacy was the best.
A pharmacy.
Yeah.
Do you ever
what
wish
do they call?
You were you weren't the pharmacist, but you were a pharmacist. What do they call it back? The pharmacy assistant, or?
Yeah, something like that. What do they call them now? It was
techs.
nice.
Are they some kind of
pharmaceutical
tech or something? Technician or something?
Technician or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they showed me everything.
Do you?
Up
do
there.
you think that was something you could have done? I mean, as you think about your life, and is there anything that you wished you could have done, or?
No. I would like to be a pharmacist, yeah, but I wasn't good enough to go to college and do all that. I knew I wouldn't be able to.
I think you underestimate yourself.
Yeah, if you were interested in it, you'd have learned it.
I think so.
Yeah, absolutely. But learning what I did up there, I had a good pharmacist show me everything, and he was really good. I would have loved to have been a pharmacist. Yeah, and make that good money.
Yeah, they do make good money.
Yeah.
So that's something that's something that really interested you. Like that.
I loved it. Yeah.
And then after that, is that the pharmacy? When did that come into play? Towards before you got married with Dad, or was that after?
That was after he was in the Army after he graduated, he went in the Army for 3 years.
Oh, okay.
And then I got the job at the pharmacy. Got the that's when I got hired to work there while he was, in the Army.
Yeah. So you guys, that says a lot, doesn't it? I mean, the connection you guys had for him to be away for 3 years. So you probably wrote a lot of letters.
Lot of letters.
Do you have those?
Then I met somebody that was working at the hospital. He came down to the house, and I think your dad called me, and he goes, "Is there somebody there?" No, there's nobody here. Oh, and so not that I went out with him or anything. It was just a good friend that came down. Talk.
He didn't want to talk, Mom. He wanted to date you. What are you talking about? I want to talk. He didn't want to talk.
That's all we did. Talk.
Isn't it true that when you were dating, when Dad would come over to your house, you would watch Lawrence Welk?
Oh, my goodness.
With Pop Up, and then he would put his hand
on my leg.
On your leg.
No, that's a no-no. You don't do that. Oh, Lawrence Welk every Saturday. It seemed like my dad, was, and I bet your dad thought, oh, is this how it's going to be? Oh, that's the way it was.
Well, you know what, though? That's what it is. It's love. It's not about that. It's about being with the person they love. So, and Dad was, for sure, a very special person. Just like you, we were talking about if Terry robbed a bank, I know if I told you, I said, Mom, Terry robbed a bank, I know you would say, well, she was probably having a bad day. Or you would say, well, if she needed money, all she'd do is ask.
Yes, that's right. That's how it is.
But,
yes.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Would you, when you became a mom, was it the expectations, or you just kind of dove in and everything just kind of kicked in for you? Was there any expectations going in as you're pregnant, thinking, okay, how am I going to do all this? Or you just kind of died?
You know what? Everything just seemed to come easy.
Yeah.
You just,
and
because I watched my mother, she was a strong lady, my mom. And because she did everything at home, everything. And I think I just grew up, you just do it and everything just falls into place and everything gets easy,
Yeah, I agree. I just think that's just it too. I think when you have a role model like you had
Yes.
with Nana and like Terry had with Beth and I had with you and Dad. I think you take a lot of that in to raise your kids. And when you have that, and I think the other thing too is you have that moral grounding that where you're trying to raise your kids to treat people the way you want to be treated, to be the best they can be. And
I mean, my mom was a good cook.
Oh,
and she cleaned and she cut grass.
Was she a cook? Oh my gosh,
she was really good.
Yeah, she was. You're right. She was strong because it wasn't the easiest life for Nana. It really wasn't.
Well,
no.
if her dad had businesses, he could have been called out at all hours, and so she had to do everything around the house.
Raising 3 girls.
She didn't. She didn't want us to wash clothes. She didn't teach us to do or even cook. We didn't cook in the kitchen at all. She did it all. And I didn't know how to cook when I got married. Didn't even know how to cook spaghetti. I thought, well, you just put the spaghetti in a pot. It was water, but you're supposed to boil the water first, right? I didn't know that. And I had to call her up and say, well, what did I do wrong? She said, got to boil the water first. Then you put the pasta in. And she never let us cook or bake or anything. How to wash clothes. I never knew how to wash clothes. She ironed and she did all that. And she never taught us how to do anything.
Was that the first meal you made, Dad?
Yeah.
Spaghetti. Very hard noodles and sauce.
Yeah, right.
Did you make the sauce or did you buy it from a bottle? Well, at that time, probably a glass bottle of sauce. No?
We had to, because my mother make sauce. And she had so many cans of tomato paste and tomato sauce in a can.
Yeah.
Just threw that all in, and 3 cans of water. I remember doing that.
And so you had homemade sauce then?
Right.
Oh, wow.
That's what I did. We didn't have no bottled sauce. Not back in those days.
Yeah. I didn't think of that.
If there was, I didn't know.
Right, because all Papa would eat though, really, I mean, he loved early on, he liked Nana's sauce and,
It was Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday.
Yeah, Monday, Wednesdays, and Sunday.
I thought it was Tuesday, Thursday. Because we used to go visit on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and they were spaghetti nights.
Spaghetti nights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's 3 nights a week. He had to have spaghetti. Yeah.
Oh, I can't. I don't blame him because her spaghetti was amazing. It was just amazing, and not just that.
Good.
Even Dad, my other grandmother's spaghetti
was very good.
The sauce was different too. It was like sweeter. It was really different.
Yeah. Yes.
So you kind of learned to cook on the fly then.
Right.
Huh. That's what you do, isn't it? That's what we do. We just kind of Then while Dad liked his like pork chops and stuff a certain way, he didn't like it. He liked them burnt, right?
Right.
Or is that just because you cooked it that way and he's like, okay, I'll just eat it that way?
No, I don't think.
He liked them dry.
He liked them. Yeah, he liked them dry. Yeah, he did. He wanted
Lisa liked pork chops, and you told me you didn't like pork chops. Well, that's because she cooked them the way he liked them, and you probably didn't.
Right.
They were like leather.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. But,
Lisa, I wonder if Lisa still eats hers that way. I just remember when we were dating, your mom had made pork chops for your dad and Lisa, and you and Jeff, she made something else for. Oh, they don't like pork chops. I remember.
Did we do that?
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she would have a different. Yeah, she makes something else.
What did
think so.
I don't know what we ate. I don't even remember that. I remember Lisa eating cereal with water. I remember that.
That's gross.
Oh.
Yeah, she liked to try some different things when she was still in the house and not running up the street with her little suitcase.
Yeah, with her suitcase. Oh, I got her suitcase today. Still got it.
See, there's a memory. It's just, it sticks with us.
Yeah.
It's been, I'm so glad we finally got a chance to do this. It's hard to, because, we were talking about how, what am I going to talk about? But it's funny how it comes to you. Like you just discuss things. We talked about a lot of things. Some things I probably didn't even know. Like I thought maybe you had something really cool to say about how you got my name, but well, that didn't work out the way I thought it would.
Nothing was discussed, and we never even, went through names or in a book or no.
Yeah.
Now, my mother picked my name because she saw in a newspaper Carol Jean and Geraldine. Since I'm a twin, she saw that in the paper, and I got stuck with Geraldine, and my twin sister, Carol Jean.
That's how she got your name. I was going to ask you that, how she got your your names.
She's seen it in the newspaper.
And you
twins
got, and you're
born of Geraldine and Carol Jean.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got stuck with Geraldine. I hated that. And every time I went to school, they didn't say Geraldine. They called me Gertrude. And I'd cry.
Why would they?
I don't know how they got Gertrude out of Geraldine.
Yeah, it's not even spelled the same.
No.
It's not even close.
I said, my name's not Gertrude. Oh, what a name.
Yeah.
I mean, it's calling a little baby Gertrude.
Yeah.
It just doesn't sound right,
Yeah, it sounds
like.
It sounds like you should be like already in your 40s.
Yeah.
I don't. It's weird now.
A baby's name.
To think of a Gertrude as a baby. It's tough
for some reason.
Yeah, the names. Yeah.
And if there's a nickname that you call that, is there a nickname that you can call Gertrude?
I don't know. Trudy.
I don't know.
Oh dear.
Could you do Trudy? Gertrude. Trudy.
Or Gertie.
Or Gertie. Oh,
that's terrible.
The twins I knew when I was growing up were Sherry and Carrie.
Sherry and Carrie.
Oh, okay. Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's names are really out there today. They're a lot different than they used to be.
Yeah.
But is there anything that maybe anything different you wished you'd done as a mom? I know I don't think that way of you. I think you and Dad were absolutely fantastic the way you raised us. But is there anything you would do differently, you think?
No.
In raising us? Yeah.
I think I did pretty good.
Oh, I know you did. It's been passed on down, I think, even with our kids. Yeah. Watching RJ and Lauren with Finn and
doing a wonderful job with him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Especially all they've been through with him.
Yeah. And Alexis and Nathan, you could just see the love, the two of them, the way they look at each other. It's
I know.
It's, and then Zachary's now dating, which is really weird for me to say because he was the one I thought, he acts like he's just not. I said to him,
not interested.
I said to him that God is going to just drop somebody right down on your lap.
That's the only way you're going to ever have anyone.
And now she's cutting his grass and taking him to Med Express. What an angel.
She is really a good girl.
She is. I got to tell you couldn't ask for her disposition and she's so easygoing, and it's a lot like him in a way. But it's tough for me to watch because he just wasn't interested because he's trying to finish school and he's working at a school. He is, and couldn't be more proud of our sons.
Oh, that's for sure.
I know Terry's been a great mom, and I know you've been a great mom, and I appreciate appreciate you coming on and talk a little bit. Maybe next time we can. I'll have a better. This was a great subject about mothers as we finish up our Mother's Day, and we talk about moms, and we really should celebrate moms every day because they say special. Every day is Mother's Day. Every day is Mother's Day. I was going to ask you one more question. I lost it. It's gone now. So I guess we'll end it on that. Thanks, Mom, for coming on. Oh, I know what. Maybe the next time I'll have a subject and we can have you just kind of pop on and I'll, say, hey, what do you think of this subject? Yeah. We'll do that. But thanks, Mom, for coming on. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Love you guys.
Love you too.
Love you too.
All right. Bye.
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 Hey, thanks for listening. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook or Twitter, Just Talking Out Loud. Email us, justtalkingoutloud.com. We'd appreciate that too. Anything you would like us to talk about, we'd be glad to do it. You can follow us, and don't forget to subscribe because then all the new episodes will pop up on your phone. Like this week, we had some specials. We had one on Tuesday, one on Friday, and then we're going to have one on Sundays. But every Mondays usually are going to be our episodes. So please subscribe or follow, however your podcast app works. And thank you so much for listening. We're out.
Have a blessed week.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show.